So I have heard countless stories of people finding an incredible infill, but after moving in and living in the home, typically less than a year, nightmares have started. Basements flooding, attic issues, and so on and so on. Issues that were literally undetectable and hidden behind walls and in the ground. No one would ever be able to find them, and typically in these cases, the builder did little to help or had basically disappeared. So in this video, I want you to know that not all infills are built to the same quality, and not all builders are as honest as you'd hope. I want to share a few tips on how to find the perfect infill in Calgary and protect yourself, your family, and your investment. Do you know what types of infills there are? Well, there are basically two types, attached and detached. And the name infill comes from the fact that an older home was torn down and a new single home or attached home is erected in its place. Most cases, you will see this in the form of a single detached home that can be from 3,000 square feet and up, or attached homes with only two homes on a single lot that range from roughly 1,500 square feet all the way up to 3,000 square feet on the largest ones that I've seen. With the definition I just gave of an infill, I guess some of the new fourplexes could also fall into this category, but we're just focusing on the attached and the detached styles for today's video. Infill homes are not the most affordable property type in Calgary by any means. You are buying typically on an inner city lot with new or newer construction and upgrades. Many builders know that adding in the high-end finishings to these homes is where they make their real money, but not all homes have the same quality. But we'll save that for later on this video. To get a sense of what homes are selling for, a detached home that was built after 2014 in the city center zone of Calgary has a median sale price of $1,254,000. That's the detached. An attached home with the same criteria has a median sale price of $1,022,000. Now, you might be asking, which one is a better investment? Well, this is a real hard question to answer. The main type of person who's going to be buying these styles of homes are those that prioritize an inner city location, access to downtown, and neighborhoods that are very, very walkable. Oh, and the other thing is a mature neighborhood. A new house in a mature area with large trees, mix of old and new simply cannot be beat when comparing to neighborhoods further out in the city. And that is who really is looking for those types of properties. So if you're trying to decide between the two, one of the biggest thing that comes up when we're having these conversations with clients, when we're talking about the different types of homes out there, is the attached wall. If you cannot just have an attached wall to your neighbor and you want a detached property, well then you need to make the jump to the higher priced detached infills compared to the attached properties. So where should you look to find these areas? I'd focus on the city center zone because that's where you're going to have the mature neighborhoods, the older lots, bigger lots, and that's where they're doing these types of developments. I have a link in the description that will take you to the current newer built homes in the city center zone so you can see what these places are going for, but don't click there yet. Stay here. I'll remind you later in the video. So a few of my favorite neighborhoods based on the feel of the community, style of homes, access to amenities, and more that are in the city center zone are the following. Altadore and South Calgary, which is also known as Marda Loop. This is a great area. There has been infills happening in this community for a very, very long time. Hillhurst and West Hillhurst, which is north of the river, but it's a fantastic area because it too has had infills going on there for a very, very long time. And this is also known as Kensington, so you might have heard that as well. The other ones are Bridgeland, Crescent Heights, Mount Pleasant, and I gotta say Mount Pleasant because that's where our office is and our studio is, Capitol Hill, and Rosemont. These are a few of the best neighborhoods to consider when looking for infills in Calgary. I know there are so many more, there are many, many options out there, and all of these areas have good and bad things about them. They have great streets and they have rougher ones, but at the end of the day, that's what you're buying into. Mature neighborhoods that have character and characters living in them. That's my dad joke for the day. Now, if you are buying a well-built infill from a great builder that has finishings and solid structural integrity, then your resale is going to be higher than those that have more problems with them. Many have asked what the resale market will be like when you purchase a home like these. And the truth all starts with what you are buying. I do believe there is going to be a market for these types of homes for years to come. There will always be buyers looking for this style of home. It's more about the builders and the quality of homes that they are building. We recently have talked to a builder who is finishing a fourplex that we will be marketing and selling here shortly. He is passionate about the product, the quality, craftsmanship, and most importantly, the longevity of the home for the buyers that purchase it. But I can easily say this isn't the same for all builders. We have seen pipes left in the ground that weren't removed during construction that flooded a client's house. We've seen builders collapse corporations so they didn't have to return to do the work for the 1-year warranty they promised. But we've also seen builders go above and beyond for the client. Some are incredible and some are horrible to work with. So how do you protect yourself when buying an infill? Well, the first thing is you want to work with an agent that has connections, history, and experience. Our team has years of knowledge in all areas of the city. If you go directly to the builders, they're only wanting to sell you the home. They aren't going to be looking out for what is best for you. They aren't going to be giving you an honest opinion sometimes on upgrades and if it's worth doing it or not. They're simply just going to give you what you ask for. And if they say they don't work with agents, it's not true. They all will and they all do. You need someone on your side to bounce ideas around, talk about areas, come up with backup plans, kind of push against what you're wanting to make sure you're finding the best thing you possibly can. Because most builders aren't going to be there to do that because they want you to buy their product. Now, if you're buying a resale home versus a new one from a builder, it's important to ask the seller what has failed or needed to be fixed since their ownership of the home. They might not be the first owner either, but it's really good to ask this question. Was the builder responsive to the issues? Have they had any warranty issues? It would also be very, very wise to look at what warranties are still on the home and how they can be transferred to you once you have purchased this property. Now, number 3, you want to look up builders' reputation online. Ask for references, and most importantly, ask to see what past projects they have done. The builders that are the best of the best that we have come across always have past clients that are so willing to show off what they bought and share their experiences with that builder. So don't be afraid to ask for this from the builder as you're investing a lot of your money into what they are creating. Lastly, I want you to look at the warranty the builder is offering too. There are 6 to 7 different warranty companies that all builders of new homes have to partner with in Alberta. So find out what they cover, what is the process they have for the issues, how are they going to show up, how are they going to resolve any conflicts that come up inside of these warranties. So you're going to find these different types of warranties. 1-year protection on all materials and labor. So this warranty covers defects in all materials, labor related to the construction and materials used in the home, including flooring, staircases, baseboards, cabinets, etc., etc. Now there's also a 2-year warranty coverage on all in-home distribution systems. So this means protection for defects related to electrical, heating, cooling, and the plumbing systems within the home. Now, most cases, the first 2 are there, sometimes they're not, but it's good to check that with the builder. Now you're gonna also have a 5-year warranty that covers the building envelope. The building envelope includes the home's exterior, as well as its roof and interior walls. This warranty covers defects in these areas with an option for homeowners to upgrade their building envelope warranties to 7 years instead of 5. So check with the builder to see if there is that option. Now lastly is a 10-year warranty guarantee on the home's foundation and frame. This warranty covers major structural components of the home, including the frame, the roof structural integrity, and the foundation. So these are a lot of things to cover, a lot of things to go through, but all of these warranty items are there for your protection when you are buying a brand new infill in Calgary. I told you I'd remind you because there is a lot to discover and uncover about infills, especially in locations to find great infills. So remember, there's that link in the description to search all the homes available on the market right now. Oh yeah, wait, there's one more thing before I forget to tell you. We've found that some buyers that are buying infills are downsizing from suburbia type areas. And if that is you, then you need to watch this video up here and know what mistakes to avoid when downsizing. I'll see you over there.